Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You know who I am, E.T. Templar, the internet's favorite man-child, Lord of the Basement Dwellers, and Demon of Madison County. So let's cover YouTube's double standard. So my main channel, Kaiser Herzen, is in the ether right now. I'm waiting to hear back to see if my appeal goes through or not. So while I'm waiting for that, so here's the story. My channel has been removed for nudity and sexual content, which the only thing I can think of is I posted a joke where it's a setup like this, and on this computer here, I have a GIF that says "Thick thighs save lives." So that could be the ban, or it could be me covering a YouTuber's grooming of a child for 50 seconds, and that could have gotten my channel removed. Those are the only two things I can think of. So my channel has, so as far as like nudity and sexual content, you know, I've never showed my wiener on a video or done anything risque as far as that's concerned. But here, this is a video that is on YouTube right now. Of course, it's the infamous Cardi B WAP video, which of course, if you look at YouTube's community guidelines, this is not supposed to be allowed. But if Cardi B does it, it's okay. But when I do it or make a joke about thick thighs save lives, my channel gets banned and I have to wait 24, look at this shit on screen. I have to wait 2 business days. Remember, my channel's removed for nudity and sexual content as this rolls on here. I'm not even going to play the audio because 1, the song's fucking terrible. 2, I wouldn't commit people in Guantanamo Bay to suffer this terrible music. Look, it's got pasties on. Okay, that's enough of that trash. So you get the point. My channel that I've been working on for 8 years, thousands of videos, is essentially just waiting for them to decide whether my appeal goes through or not. And this is why people hate YouTube. People hate YouTube for the double standard. If you've got a lot of subscribers and tons of views and you're bringing in the money, you're allowed to break the community guidelines. Look at Jake Paul, Rice Gum, and other big YouTubers. They can break the community guidelines and YouTube doesn't give a shit because they're raking in the money. Whereas the small guys, the small channels, small people can get nuked and yeeted off this platform and not only not anyone see about it, but not have anyone care about it. And so I said this before in a previous video, that YouTube's community guidelines is like the Mexican police in Mexico, right? You have the cartels. They have all the money, firepower, and force. So the Mexican police is essentially worthless. They're as corrupt too. So that's what the YouTube community guidelines is. I honestly think the YouTube community guidelines is used to police political opinions and people they don't like. Whereas, of course, if you see my flags in the background, the Vulcanite, Croatia, and some of you know my political opinion, that I'm pretty spicy, and I speak the truth, even if it leads to my death. You know that YouTube doesn't like people who step out of line, who are independent, or people who are conservative, or Christian, for that matter. So, basically, this is just YouTube being oppressive and censoring my speech. Of course, if you remember YouTube's tagline, broadcast yourself. Unless if yourself doesn't have tons of subscribers, views, then yourself can get censored and can get fucked as far as YouTube's concerned. So that's just my double standard of YouTube and why I really hate this platform. It went from a seething hatred to YouTube to a burning passion of hatred of YouTube. But I'm still going to make content here because I know it pisses them off that, you got my channel of 8 years of 1,000 videos, but you know what? I'm still going to be making content here regardless, you buttholes. So, regardless of if I lose my main channel or not, I'm still going to be trucking on, as I said before. And, drop a like to flip the bird to the system. Drop a dislike if you're a YouTube slave. to the corporate system, and you have to defend the honor of YouTube, a corporation. Subscribe if you haven't already. And even though none of that shit matters, because this channel will get buried just as same as my main channel in probably about a few years. So, hey, I don't know, man. It's YouTube. You need to get your shit together. You need to actually figure out a way if you want to enforce your community guidelines or not. Anyways, see you next time. God bless. Have fun. Stay safe. Stay healthy. See you in the next video.